All right, hey 230, so this is the lesson for May 27th. In here, we've got a do now where we're just reviewing what we did yesterday, where you're trying to determine if it's a right triangle, an obtuse triangle, or an acute triangle, so you can already do that. What we're going to be talking about today is, let's say that they give you 3 side lengths and they're asking you to find a square root, or find a side length, or to determine if it's a right triangle when there is a radical sign. Now, radical is just another way to say square root. Okay, so in high school, your teacher might say, oh, radical 25, or they might say the square root of 25. They mean the same thing. So when I'm saying radical, it means the same thing as a square root. So if we look at this first one right here, it says, is the triangle with length of 3 miles and 8 miles and a hypotenuse length of radical 73 miles a right triangle? Show your work and answer in complete sentences. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just draw a random right triangle. It says that the legs are 3 and 8. And it says that the hypotenuse is radical 73. All right, so let's go ahead and let's plug these in like we had been yesterday. So we're going to do c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So c in this case is going to be radical 73. And then a and b, it doesn't matter. Let's say I call that a and I call that b. So we're going to do radical 73 squared equals a squared, so 3 squared, plus b squared, 8 squared. All right, whenever you have a square root and a square, they're going to cancel out. So this is just going to be 73 equals, well, 3 squared is 9, and 8 squared is 64. And then if we add up 9 plus 64, we are going to get 73. So we get 73 equals 73. So yes, this is a right triangle. All right, so just write that in. If you want to write a full sentence, you can, but as long as I see that you understand it, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's do this again. So this time it says the leg lengths are radical 28 and 6, and the hypotenuse is 8, and they want to know if it is a right triangle. So let's draw just a random right triangle. All right, the legs, it says, is radical 28, and this leg is 6, and it says the hypotenuse is 8. All right, so let's combine these. We're going to do c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Well, c has to be the hypotenuse, so we'll put c there, and we'll make this one a and b. So we're going to do 8 squared equals, all right, a is radical 28, so we're going to write radical 28 squared plus 6 squared. Well, 8 squared is 64. Radical and square root cancel out, so we just get 28. And then right here, we're going to get 36. Well, if I add up 28 plus 36, I will get 64. So because I get 64 on both sides, I know that this will be a right triangle. All right, I'm going to finish up the rest of these, and then I will upload my notes.